Hi everybody, I'm Chad. Welcome to the U.S. Constitution for Kids. In this series, we will look at our Constitution and the amendments which set out the laws that we live by. Why were they written? What do they mean? And how important are they? Well, let's find out together. In 1776, the people in the colonies did not like the way their rights and freedoms were decided by the King of England. The men who worked on creating the country were called the Founding Fathers. They wrote the Declaration of Independence. That paper told King George III of Great Britain that we were no longer going to be a British colony owned by the king who ruled a monarchy. To become a new country, the Founding Fathers had to agree upon new laws. They did not want the people of the United States to live under the kinds of laws that people in Europe ruled by monarchs did. The Founding Fathers had to protect what we call natural rights, also written as inalienable rights, the rights given to mankind by God that cannot be taken away by government. Your inalienable rights are the freedom to go where you want, work where you want, worship the religion you choose, say and write what you want, and meet with others without the government saying you cannot. The Founding Fathers wrote another paper called the Constitution to further protect rights, making sure that the people could live in freedom, have opportunities and security, and live peacefully. They made natural rights into special laws that had to be obeyed to protect everyone. The first 10 amendments to our Constitution are called the Bill of Rights. They are guaranteed to every citizen, and the government cannot take them away. The Bill of Rights was intended to never be changed. Why would that be? Well, that is because its laws were considered the most important ones made so our nation would remain free and open to all people who wanted freedom and security. They also gave protection should a bad government in the future not like those laws. The Founding Fathers were highly educated men understanding law and history. They knew which types of governments worked well and which ones did not. They knew that total power in the hands of one person or one group would be bad for the country. So they created 3 branches of government: a president, Congress, made up of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and lastly, the Supreme Court. With 3 branches, a president elected by the people could not make himself a king or a dictator. The Congress was formed to allow citizens from all states an equal voice in making laws. The Supreme Court's job is to make sure that any laws passed by Congress or any executive orders issued by the President do not violate the Constitution. Representatives from all states are sent to the House of Representatives to propose new laws, and 2 senators from each state make up the Senate that passes the laws. All branches work together while the President handles foreign policy with other countries. This is what we call a representative republic, which is different from a monarchy or even a true democracy. More on that later. The Supreme Court watches the individual states, who also have their own laws, to make sure that their laws do not violate the Constitution, which is federal law that has a higher power over state law. As we go through the Constitution, you will learn about the amendments and what they mean today, and how over time new amendments were added and what they mean. Now we have 27 amendments. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.